Hi, welcome to Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff. Today we're going to do a Lego house tour. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these. The last one was May 1st. And so we're going to go ahead today and do one. And there's been a lot of updates, a lot of new things to show. I'm excited to walk around the house and point out some things. Alright, well let's get started, and we'll get started right in this very room. The first thing I want to point out is the world map. We built that in the last couple of months. It took 4 time-lapse videos and a review, but there it is. It is marked with the places that I have lived with orange little tiles, which aren't exactly the easiest to see, but they are on there. And this is our latest project, and if you didn't see this video yesterday or live stream, go back and look at it. It's the Death Star final duel in the throne room. And then here starts my personal collection. And in my personal collection is much like my store. It's organized by color, alphabetically, and then by part alphabetically. Yes, that may seem like an overdoing it in a way, but when it comes time to look for things, it's very easy for me to find things in my vast set of personal pieces, and you will see those shortly. And in the closet here, you have sets that have been completed on videos and stuff. Some of them not, but most of them they have been. And these are sets that are just waiting to be built on the camera, as well as these over here are waiting to be built. And then we've got some more sets up here that are finished. It's dark back there, but there's some Winter Village stuff. And then we come over here, and here's more loose pieces to my personal collection. And on the floor there are some videos that I'm behind on doing the reviews. And more personal. And then the crocodile up there, we went ahead and built that on a live stream probably a couple months ago by now. Let's go ahead and transition to the hallway. In the hallway we've got more personal Legos here. And along with the cat. But we've got some mocks up there and mods. And then we come down here and we've got more personal Legos. Quite a bit of them. And these gray ones are from a recent parting out that I did. The bookstore up here, as you guys know, that's last year's modular. I was able to get my hands on 68 of those, and I parted them out, stuck them in my store. And I took the grays here, and I went ahead and took those out and didn't sell them, and took the pieces that I need for my city so that it's cheaper for me to build my city mock, which I'm starting to get back into building after being on a hiatus for a while. And there's just some drawers I got organized there. And look at all those personal Legos back there. And more over here. And these are, again, alphabetically by color and then by part. And over here we've got some Harry Potter sets that were built in videos. You can go back and watch those if you like. We've got Sesame Street, Central Perk, Monica and Joey's apartment, the back side of it there. And then we've got more personal Legos, and I know the lighting's not great in here and I apologize, but this is an unfinished part of the basement, not much I can do right now. And up here are a lot of promotional Lego sets that have been given by the Lego store over time. I don't usually get to those. I'm just kind of collecting them for now. And this is my collection of base plates. And it's just some Lego sets that are labeled by bag. There, each bag is labeled and lets me know what set and how many bags there are. And if we go to the left here, we've got more Legos and some more unfinished sets that could be built on camera. And some personal Legos there. And as we come over here, this stack of here, not the bus, it's on the floor, but right behind it going up, these are the few boxes that I've kept. I don't keep very many Lego boxes. And then we've got more personal Legos here, and again I need to organize a little bit here. And another set that needs to be built. And here are some sets that have been built on camera, as well as some that need to be built on camera. Got the Oakland, I almost said Oakland. We got the Coliseum. And yeah, I grew up in the Oakland, San Francisco Bay Area, and I've been to the Oakland Coliseum, but that is certainly not the Oakland Coliseum. That's the Roman Coliseum there. And let's go ahead and go to the other side of the storage area. We've got more personal Legos over here. And no, those are not the same ones that I showed you. Those are over here. So we've got a lot of personal Legos. That's why I'm able to build my mods and mocks pretty easily. I don't have to order too much usually. And here's just a hodgepodge of a bunch of different sets that just need to be done, or need to be put on the shelf. Speaking of the shelves, let's transition to those. Okay. Well, I had a daughter move back in, and so some of my totes got put in front of here. We'll have to correct that, but got my space up there. Got a just city and whatever here. Got some sets there. Those are mostly trains. And then we come over here to this shelf, and we've got some really tall buildings on top there. Really cool ones too. And then we've got some more sets. And more sets, airplanes, and airplanes on the bottom two shelves. And then as we come over here, in this part, we'll just start over here. We've got a bunch of city sets that just need to be built. They're just screaming at me every day to get to them, but I just don't because I don't got time. But I do know what they are because they are labeled. So the top two shelves are movie type sets. Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, Prince of Persia, Harry Potter, you name it. It's up here in these two shelves. And then we have Castle, and then some boats down there. No, it's not too easy to see them, but you can kind of see a boat hull. A couple of them down there. And then as we transition to this shelf over here, here are some Star Wars there, and then some large cars over there on the right. And these next few shelves are all Star Wars sets just waiting to be built, or on the very bottom, the Cantina, which has been built on camera. And if you missed that, go back and watch it. And then we've got some sets on the top that require some TLC to get going. They've broken up in the move and just haven't got to it. Then we've got a whole entire shelf of things that have been built on camera. Got a lot there. And then we've got vehicles galore. My goodness. All kinds of city vehicles there. And then we've got some Spider-Man sets, and we've got the typewriter there. And then we've got large cars there on the bottom and a boat. Got quite a lot going on there. The top shelf here is miscellaneous sets, and these are city, and then the bottom is Western. And looks like, I can't tell what that is on the right there. Oh, that's Pirates. So we've got Western and Pirates mixed on the very bottom shelf. Alright, well let's head over to the main room. Okay, so this is the main room, and I call it the main room because this is where my Bricklink store is located, and this is also where the Lego City Mock is located. So I'll give you a little bit of a panoramic view. And yes, it does go back there, and we'll get back there. So again, my store is organized alphabetically. A little different though, because in my personal collection I go by color, then by part. This is by alphabetically by type of part, and then by color. A little different. This here is my workshop table. It's a mess, I know. I have this Grand Line Hotel, which I've put on hold because I've decided to modify it heavily. and I just don't have the time to get to it right now. And plus, it's not, the city is not in a spot where it could accept it, so it's just on hold. And yes, these are totes down here of yet more Legos, because when I move, I stick the Legos in the totes if they're not broken up. And so these are whole entire sets in there, mostly my modulars. And then here, I've got some pieces that are just sitting here that are from the bookstore that I took, and then got some loose pieces over here. And yes, this is a project here that I'm working on right now. It's to help an Army recruiter. I'm building the Army logo, and it's going to be on their recruiting table to hopefully get younger people to take an interest. Who knows? I'll just give it a try to help out. And the T-Rex there got a little hungry. And yes, that's my real estate book that I've been studying to become a real estate agent. And here is the edge of the city here. And yes, I do have a master plan of what my city's going to look like. That there is on week 15 of my Lego City mock, if you want to go back and watch it. And here's the city. I'm not going to go over in much detail. Those are my videos, and I will be doing more of these. But it's a very bustling city, lots of people. And here we have some pieces that are just waiting to be used. And these are sets that need to be gone through and put in my store. And this is where we do the orders there, the red chair. This is what's left over from my granddaughter's visit. She got into a few sets, and I've got to put them back together. And so there we have it there at that. And then over here, we've got a big mess. The Disney Castle, my counting scale, which I use on some of my larger orders. And then I'm in the middle of reorganizing these drawers because there are several on the floor. But we've got, oh boy, do we have a ton of these. Look at these, all these drawers. And I need to organize these. And we've got the blacksmith shop up there, and we've got more room for other sets up there too once time dictates. And then we've got some more Legos over here on this side here. Alright, well let's go ahead upstairs. It used to be before that I had more to show you up here, but the bookshelves now have books. And so those are downstairs in the shelves I've already showed you, but on the fireplace mantle, the Legos have taken over, and they've remained to have taken over. I've got a lot here: the Disney train, the toy store, Scooby-Doo, the Saturn V rocket, Ninjago Lego bank, and then a great picture that was painted by my nephew here. Let's head over to the last room. In this last room, we've got the most recent version of the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon. Now, this has gone through a major kick in the mouth when I moved. A lot of pieces got stripped off of it just because the settling and all the bouncing around. We moved from Virginia to Utah, so a little over 2,000 miles. And that wasn't a box, but it just didn't fare very well. The box does have the rest of the pieces, but my spare time since the move has not spared even as well as that has, so I have not been able to get to it. But there she is. And then here, we've got my wife's collection of brickheads, and she doesn't normally put them together. She has put a few together, but she normally doesn't, so these just remain where they're at. This concludes the Lego house tour. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you've been able to see it grow, especially since the last one, all the newer sets and many other changes. There will continue to be changes. One idea that I'm kicking around, and maybe I should have shown, but there's along the stair wall there's this nice wall there, and as you're going downstairs, the other on the left, and it goes all the way up to the ceiling, and the ceilings are vaulted, so there's a lot of room, and it's unused. because normally you can't reach it. But I do have a ladder that can reach it, and I thought about going to like IKEA and just buying shelves and putting rows of shelves up there, and then as I need more room, stick my finished Lego sets up there. I think that would be pretty cool. But we'll see. Time and money will tell whether that's going to happen, but that's one of the ideas that I have to continue to expand my storage space. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please hit the like button. And if you're here for the first time or you just haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We come out with videos quite often. I used to say almost every day, but here lately more like 4 or 5 times a week. But I hope to be able to get back to doing it every day, but we'll see. I know it won't be for a while because I'm studying for an exam for real estate, so my time is limited, but I will do as many as I can. I really enjoy doing these videos. I really do enjoy reviewing sets and that kind of thing. Legos are definitely my bag. So, and if you want to support the channel, there's a couple different ways. You can share this video on other social media platforms, and you can also subscribe over on Rumble, because we're there now, and try and diversify a little bit. And I will post videos in both places, so hopefully you'll join me over there as well. And the other thing too is you can support this channel by going to PayPal. There's a link in the description. All donations are welcome. Thank you. And also you can head over to Bricklink. We have a store there. It's called a Chip Off the Old Block, and we've got just under 1 million pieces. We were over 1 million pieces for a little bit, but we've sold down a little bit, which is awesome. So thank you for your support so far. And if you need any pieces for your mods and mocks, head over there and get them. We usually ship within 24 business hours, and that's where most of my time goes, by the way. And then the other thing that you can do to support the channel, the very last way, is just continue to enjoy Legos and continue to be the great people that you are, and be good to each other. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you on the next video.